Welcome back, y'all! Howdy to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City.
We hope you like the Christmas music.
You're a mean one, Mr. Green.
Well, see, Grown Up Christmas is one of my favorite songs, and to have it done by Michael Bublé just makes it even more special. Do you know, as big of a Michael Bublé fan is, I don't own a single Michael Bublé Christmas album, hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yeah, but by the time Christmas comes and we give it to you, it'll be too late.
Yeah, kind of.
Are you kidding me? I'll listen to Michael Bublé Christmas music clear into Easter.
That's true. She would. She would. And then, so Sierra picked Michael Bublé, of course, and Sweet Cheeks picked your Mr. Grinch by Thurl Ravenscroft.
A lot of people think we looked this up on Wikipedia in the last break because we were deciding what to play, and we looked it up because it was like this song was originally sung by Thurl Ravenscroft, and we're like, who the fuck is that guy? So we Wikipedia'd him. He looks just like Boris Karloff. That song is often attributed to Boris Karloff because he's the one who narrates the original Mr. Grinch. But it is not Boris Karloff. It is instead a guy who looks a lot like him.
When was the original Mr. Grinch cartoon made?
1966.
66. Oh, so it's not older than me.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Let me go back to the Wikipedia page where that was at.
Anyway,
a lot of pages.
I don't have a favorite. I think my favorite is the chestnuts roasting
on an open fire.
I don't care who it's by, as long as it's done good.
You know what? I listened to our little 106 point whatever, 24-hour Christmas before Thanksgiving. Right. But anyway, that's what I listened. And I've realized it's the same songs over and over, but they're just displaying different artists. I mean, they go all the way back to our buddy old Bing Crosby to like the real like Michael Bublé, and they're all singing the classics. So it's good.
My favorite. So Little Drummer Boy is a really great song.
That's a great song.
That is one of my favorite songs. But my favorite version of that song is Little Drummer Boy, Peace on Earth by Bing Crosby and David Bowie. And you hear it all the time. It's the one who goes. It starts off Little Drummer Boy, then it goes Peace on Earth, let it be. You know that song?
Yes.
Love that song. You've got to Google the video for it. There's an entire skit that goes with that song, both before and after. David Bowie and Bing Crosby get together over a piano, and they're like, "Oh, my name's David, and I'm oh yes, I'm a musician, and your name? Oh, Bing, I'm a pianist, and blah blah blah." And then they sing this song together like they're just two schmucks who ran into each other at a Christmas party. Great video.
My parents had a Bing Crosby Christmas album when we were a kid, and my favorite was Melikaliki Maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. Still my favorite, Melikaliki Maka.
Maybe that's where I will do Christmas next year.
Hawaii.
Yeah, do what I did. Run away. We went on a cruise for Christmas. It was great.
I like the idea. I do like the idea.
I ran away from Christmas for like 5 years. Yeah.
Oh, I can run away with Christmas, and Santa will come too.
Oh, Santa! It was no problem.
Well, especially if I figured out a way to do it, like I've never actually been, but I totally stalk Big Bear Lake in California. I stalk them all the time, because they have all these fabulous resorts up there, and some of them have these really great themed cabins, and they're not really overpriced or anything like that. And I think, but except on holidays, because they're
they're going to be really priced up on holiday.
But I think it would be great to spend like 3 days over the holiday out there, and a lot of resorts like that, you can ship stuff to them beforehand, and they will hold it for you until you get there. That's how I would do it. I would ship all the Christmas presents.
That's what I did when we went to Michigan for Christmas. When we went to Michigan for Christmas, when my daughter was little, some things I shipped, but most things I got online, ordered, and just had them sent right to my mother's house.
Right.
And then when I got there, I wrapped.
Grumpy House says that his favorite Christmas song is Dominic the Donkey.
Dominic the Donkey. I don't know that I've ever heard that one. That's like my favorite Christmas movie. Do you guys remember Hans Brinker and the Silver Skates?
No.
They don't. You have to Google it. It's a very old Christmas movie that they just, I don't know why they stopped playing it, but it's awesome.
Hans Brinker and the Silver Skates. I'm going to have to look that one up.
Hans Brinker.
I bet you there's some sort of crazy social reference that would be totally inappropriate and offensive, completely offensive right now.
Probably. Hans Brinker.
Like there were a couple of references, I can't remember them off the top of my head, but in It's a Wonderful Life, where they talk about stuff that was socially appropriate then that now would be like, you can't say that around children. But I love old movies like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So who we got in chat? Who's chatting us up in there?
Grumpy House,
Grumpy House. You're a mean one.
but it's
Mr.
house
Grumpy.
like German.
Yes.
Grumpy
Oh,
House.
Hoss. Grumpy Hoss.
I wonder
And then,
if
of
it's
course,
Jehovah's.
Superman wants you to know, where is that post about Spartacus? Spartacus. Oh, hey, Sweet Cheeks, Manny Bennett, who plays Crixus on Spartacus, is also on the show Arrow.
Oh, and I never watched Arrow. Maybe I ought to start.
It's a comic book movie.
But you
love
know what
it.
I found out? Listen, remember you guys, I told you I had my knickers all in a twist about they switched actors after season 1. Well, I got done with the whole thing on Stars, and then there was like 5 little recaps, and it talks about the actors and stuff. So I watched those. Well, the actor that played it the first season, he had some kind of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So what they did season 2, instead of going into the season 2, they did actually a prequel. Now on the Stars, the things to the prequel were in between the seasons. So I figured this out. But they did the prequel because of this actor
With the
who
new
had
actor.
yes. Well, then the actor was not well enough to come back season 3, and that's when they put the new actor in. So I did find out all of the background behind it. But that new actor must be better because he's been on Banshee since then. Yeah. So Spartacus, I would have so been good living in the Roman day. Wouldn't like the fact that I could get my head chopped off at any second, but I love the way they dress and they just fuck everywhere and drink wine.
Everybody gets to
in
just travel
pagan
in time.
Rome.
Yeah.
Pagan Rome. The Rome that most people know is Christian Rome, and that you couldn't do fucking shit.
No, I want
Pagan
what the-
Rome is when you were running around
I want
fucking
the
people.
Rome where the gladiators are,
But
and
you-
I had one lady to do and she would even like play with my pussy before I had sex to make sure I was all warmed up. And
A fluffer.
Well, kind
fluffer.
of. Yeah.
Well, she's your lady in waiting, except that instead of just braiding your hair and putting your clothes on you, she also diddles you before you go out and get.
Oh yeah,
ready.
yeah. I told you I seen that one scene where there was the man and the woman, and there was a woman sucking his cock, and there was another woman playing with her pussy, and then they got together in the middle and had sex. Yeah, so I could really live in them Roman times.
I couldn't because nobody washed down there.
Well, yeah, no, they had big old baths.
Well, they
and
did.
stuff.
Romans did do baths.
They
You
had
were
big
absolutely right.
baths, and I would be in those baths
they were
all the time.
they were Roman bathhouses for men.
Now, when I
wanna go to a public
called for a
bathhouse.
gladiator up, when I wanted a little Crixus or a little somebody, they'd have to be bathed too, though. I couldn't just be lay down on here and I'll just ride you. No, you need to go bathe.
Yeah.
So
Is this Dominic the Donkey?
this is Dominic the donkey.
Can we play this on the show?
Hey, chingity ching. It's Dominic the donkey.
We'll play just that much. There's a YouTube link. It's up in our
okay.
chat.
Oh, it's like a donkey.
That's great.
That's cute.
I love comedy songs as well. So
Too funny. Dominic the donkey. How about that other one? I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
yeah, those are cute.
Yeah.
Only a hippopotamus will do.
I don't want a doll or icky tinker toys. I want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy.
Wait, who died?
Who died?
Superman says he died. Did
Who's
the
he?
donkey die?
What died? Who died? He died?
Superman?
They died. Superman dies. There is an
Not our
episode-
Superman.
Spartacus passed in 2011.
Oh, yes. Spartacus did die. And I've watched the whole thing now. I watched Spartacus die.
No. The actor who played that Spartacus died in 2011.
Well, then Banshee must be a really old series that was on Showtime.
Oh.
Because I'm going to have to look all this up.
I don't really get that involved. I don't know who actors are. I said, hey, I saw him in a
No,
movie
I
once.
don't either. I'm bad at names. Same with songs. I can't tell you a title.
Yeah.
I can't tell you who sings them.
Yeah, same here.
I can just tell you if I like them or not.
Right.
Except I know damn well who Shamar Moore is, okay?
Okay, so I got another
Shamar
story.
Moore's from Criminal Minds.
I got another story for you
Oh,
guys.
my.
I got another story for you guys
Okay.
about a guy who won a contest on Howard Stern.
Oh.
Howard.
Howard Stern had this contest about it was called Get My Grandfather Laid. So this guy named Ed entered his grandfather, who hadn't had sex in 11 years after his wife died. He was widowed, and after 11 years,
How
he
old was
hadn't had
Grandpa?
sex. You know what? I don't know how old Grandpa was. Let me see if the article says it. 86.
86. Okay.
So he won the contest. I think it was back in October, and he was supposed to go do it sometime beginning of December here. The article was posted on the 13th of December. Well, before he wanted to go get it on, before he wanted to go do his business, before he wanted to go have the
sex.
night of his life, he actually got to go to this was being held at the Bunny Ranch here in Nevada, and he got to go pick the girls. He picked 2 girls to have this menage a trois with, and but he wanted to go have a steak dinner first. 2 bites into his steak, he choked to death.
Ah,
That
fucking sucks. You're like 1 steak away from pussy and you die. That sucks.
Why wouldn't he want to have the steak after the pussy? Probably because he needed the protein to get going.
Gotta eat before he takes his Viagra.
So when Ed, the son, went to the Bunny Ranch and said, "I'm sorry to tell you that my grandpa died," the 2 girls were devastated, of course. But so the coupon wouldn't go to waste for this free night of sexual fun. The ranch allowed Ed to use the coupon, and
my grandpa just died, but can you give me 2 to fuck? Come on.
And so he chose himself. I don't know how many he got to have.
He didn't use Grandpa's girls?
He said it would have been really weird to use the girls that Grandpa chose.
Look,
Like it wasn't weird enough already.
ladies, I would like you to know that that's exactly how I want you to celebrate my death. I want you to go out. I want you to go out and get fucking laid. That's how I want it. I do not want a funeral. I don't want a wake. I think a gem memorial service with a bar and food, and that's what I want. I want people to laugh and get drunk and hit on each other.
Those were the 2 bunnies that Grandpa wanted?
Right. So the article I found was on the dailymail.co.uk, and you can go find the article there on this. Man 86 dies on a steak dinner before his night of sexual fun. But the girls that he picked, he had a penchant for large-breasted black women. I'm surprised either the Bunny Ranch doesn't have a large-breasted black woman.
They didn't have one that day.
Right.
Because they come in and out.
Because the 2 girls he picked looked nothing like a large-breasted black woman.
No, but they're very pretty girls.
They're very pretty girls.
Well, I just think it's hysterical that the grandson's like, being grandpa can't cash in, I might as well have a little fun.
You know, we were talking about this before, and a lot of people actually like to have, they don't like actively go out and seek having sex when somebody dies or when a loved one dies.
It's like a way to...
It's an affirmation of life.
Yeah. It's all about feeling. You know, you're so sad, so depressed, and I guess you just need to feel something other than that emotion. So sex is a good way to get you because when you're having sex, you're not thinking about the bills that you have to pay.
Yeah, but who's thinking about sex when somebody close to them just died?
It's not something.
You're not usually. That's not usually how it happens. What usually happens is people are comforting each other, and it's a desperate grab at retaining some affirmation of life for most when people have that kind of sex on something like that.
Okay.
And for some people, it's just an tender way to
Well, I guess
grieve,
when somebody dies at 85 and they die eating a steak and they were getting ready to get the fuck of their life, it's not nothing to be too sad about.
Yeah, not too bad.
You know?
So I have a story on a lighter note. Callie Guy sent me, and this refers right directly back to our porn. Okay. Australian researchers, apparently, like I said, Australians are obsessed with sex, discover that masturbation is a miracle drug of sorts.
Oh, I masturbated today.
Many want to live a healthier life, but it's not always easy. In fact, it can be quite hard. After a long day on the job, it's not easy to exercise those stiff muscles. Vitamins are easy to forget, and studies have shown they might prove impotent. And sucking down healthy foods like acai berries and whole wheat sounds great, but many just don't like the taste. But researchers at the University of Sydney's Public Health Department would like to extend another way to improve your health. Masturbate. Spring Chenoa Cooper and Anthony Centella share this good news in an article in their university's news service, The Conversation. Their findings come from years of experience both probing the topic in their labs and steadily combing the annals of research.
Annals.
There's a lot of sexual reference innuendo in this. Many groups, including evangelicals in America, consider masturbation sinful. Scientific professionals say it's their loss. According to the duo, as more people masturbate more regularly in today's sexually liberated society, that might be part of why lifespans are increasing. They cite a 2010 Indiana University study which found that 94% of men and 85% of women admit to masturbating, though the true numbers might be higher, more like 100. The research suggests even babies masturbate in the womb, citing prior research.
Whoa!
Not looking to beat around the bush, they write societal perspectives of masturbation still vary greatly, and there's even some stigma around engaging in the act. Related to this stigma are the many myths about masturbation. Myths so ridiculous it's a wonder anyone believes them. They include masturbation causes blindness and insanity, masturbation can make sexual organs fall off, and masturbation causes infertility. That's all lies. Except for the hairy palms part. That's true. In actual fact, masturbation has many health benefits. And it goes on to lead all of the health benefits.
What are the health benefits? I'd like to know because I like to masturbate.
Okay, here we go. For men, they point out that past studies have shown masturbation helps release toxins from the prostate gland. These toxins can cause cancer if they build up over time, so in effect, sex and masturbation can help fight some, if not all, prostate cancer.
Well, anytime you're issuing anything, whether it's sweat or spit or urine or defecating or sperm, you're getting rid of toxins in your body.
Yeah, you're just giving the toxins to your woman friend, okay?
They also write that masturbation arouses the cortex of the adrenal gland, a tissue located in the top of the human kidneys, to produce a slight spike in cortisol, boosting immunity. So they can help you, through the cold season.
That's why I don't get a cold.
It's like a vitamin C shot.
So if you girls come in here,
through the cold flu season.
If you girls come in here with a cold the next few weeks, I'm gonna go. Better get out your vibrators.
Masturbation, like sex, also releases endorphins, particularly when an orgasm is achieved. These brain chemicals, whose actions resemble those of opiate-containing drugs, decrease depression, boosting feelings of satisfaction and well-being. So
okay,
it helps fight depression, and for men, prostate cancer, and for all of us, it keeps us healthy.
All right.
I like the idea of fucking my way through the cold and flu season.
Me too.
I tweeted that. Masturbated. I just said masturbate your way through the
cold and flu season. Yeah. That's true. That's all right.
All right. Let's see.
Self-love for self-empowerment.
Okay, so I have another story. We gathered a bunch of stories because our guest forgot, I think.
I have no idea what happened to our guest. I think he fell off the face of the planet. He never responded to me.
Okay, so this next story I have. Would you pay $80 to cuddle with someone?
No, because I got my own cuddle button.
Well, if you were alone, if you didn't have anybody, would you pay money to go cuddle with someone?
A man might, but a woman can get that for free.
You're absolutely right.
Well, no, I don't know. I might, because paying someone else means I'm not going to be forcibly obligated into possibly having sex with them later, and sometimes men think that if women want to cuddle, that eventually they're going to want to have sex with them.
That's true.
And sometimes all I want is a pair of big, hairy man arms around me while I watch TV. Sometimes that's all I want.
I asked a friend of mine one time, why do men hire hookers?
Right.
And he said, so they can get exactly what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they can have the kind of sex they want, the kind of girl they want. So that's a part of they just want to cuddle, I guess.
Well, there are some people who truly believe that people just want to cuddle. They did their own research as well, or they came to their own conclusions. And just like masturbating, cuddling can create a sense of well-being and happiness. Endorphins give you endorphins, which are natural painkillers. It releases hormone oxytocin. It relieves stress, reduces inflammation, lowers blood pressure, and may prevent depression. So cuddling is very healthy for you as well.
So if you cuddle every day and masturbate every day, you will live to be 105.
All right. So in Japan in 2012, a store opened called Sonea, and it's literally translates to Sleep Together Shop. And it's in of course, the electronics and geek culture district of Tokyo.
Which is all of Tokyo.
Anyway, customers could spend an hour sleeping and cuddling in a variety of different positions with scantily clad young women for $80.
Well, what if I want to cuddle?
Okay, so earlier this year,
woman, I want a big burly lumberjack.
Yeah, really. When he's got his arms around me, I know his arms are around me.
You know, we'll take the excess men from Alaska, ship them down here, and we'll start a cuddle factory.
Okay. So I will interview them all.
Not long after that, Americans found the story, got on the bandwagon. There was a place up in Madison, Wisconsin, where customers could spend an hour hugging
Big hairy
cuddling,
lumberjacks.
and spooning, which I would love, by the way, hairy lumberjacks, for only $60.
Oh, it's a bargain.
It is a
Not
bargain.
bad at all.
Except the police have shut it down. The government has shut down the Snuggle House. That's the name of it, by the way.
I don't understand how they can do that. If these people think that they can make a business out of just snuggling, who's to say they can't?
Except that you can't ever say that they're just snuggling. Somebody's going to end up having sex in there.
So I have to repeal what I just said. The government, city officials did not shut it down. The business announced it was closing, citing harassment by city officials.
Oh, because the city officials thought it was a front for prostitution.
That's right.
Probably.
The city suspected the business to be a front for prostitution and feared that snuggling could give rise to sexual assault.
Give rise.
They had talked openly about conducting a sting operation at the business.
And you know what they should have?
Really?
Yes, because if they go in there and they're like, oh, we're going to do a sting, and it turns out that it's really just like a big bunch of lumberjacks who are out of business because everybody's recycling their paper now, so they're all
Cuddlers.
Now they are professional cuddlers.
Oh,
and
you're
it's
saying they should have rated it to prove that they were what they said they were.
that they were just cuddlers.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with that idea.
So, if you are irate about this story, or if you think that people could actually have a cuddling experience without it leading to sex, and that business called the Snuggle House should be able to operate as just a cuddling place, and you want to fight the authority, okay, you can join an organization. There is a .org that you can join.
Cuddlers.org?
It is called the Cuddle Party Movement.
The Cuddle Party Movement.
Okay.
I like them better than the Tea Party.
Everybody likes them better than the Tea Party. Half the time the Tea Party doesn't like itself.
Now, or if you want, if there are other places still in business in America.
America, who does it?
One is called the Snuggery. It's in Rochester, New York. And in Boulder, Colorado, after you've smoking some weed.
See, now that's good. Let's go get high and cuddle. I'm all about it.
But you can't get high. Did you hear Colorado's got a recreational weed shortage right now?
Oh,
a weed short. You're allowed to get high there, but you can't get it because they don't have it.
Because there's too many people smoking it. They're all out.
Anyway, the name of the business in Colorado is called Be the Love You Are.
So you're saying if I need to make some money, I just need to take some pot to Colorado and sell it because they can't get their own.
No, that's illegal.
Oh,
you cannot.
okay, it's illegal.
It's got to be.
You can't be imported.
It cannot be
imported.
I can't import the
marijuana. You've got to become a.
It's called trafficking.
Yes, it is. You've got to become a licensed marijuana grower in Colorado.
Oh,
Colorado is the first state, first place in the world to ever create a new job, and it's pot editor for the newspaper there.
But I have a question, you guys.
They have a pot
there
editor.
was another school shooting in Colorado this
Yes,
week.
there was.
You guys, do you know when you go back how many insane fucking people there are in Colorado? There has been a lot of shooting in Colorado.
More dope.
I lived in Colorado for about 6 months.
I got married the first time in
Colorado. And I actually owned guns back then. And to get by, we decided to go and pawn the guns that we had. And I pulled out my Nevada blue card. In Nevada, you have to register your handguns. And I said, "Do you need this as well?" And they said, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah, you don't.
They don't do.
They've got some pretty.
I don't know if they've changed the laws since then, but there's no gun regulation there at all.
On the news this week, of course, the big topic is why Colorado. I mean, you had, this. There was the movie one. There was.
It's the altitude.
I don't know, but. I mean, bottom line is I don't know about how these states are licensing their guns, but can we not give guns to crazy folk?
They don't. What's happening is the crazy folk are getting a hold of guns they shouldn't be able to get a hold of. People are not properly securing their weapons.
Yeah, I mean the mandate for a 3-day waiting period, I believe it's federal. It's a federal mandate.
Now? Okay.
So if that being the case, they do that whole background check and everything else for anybody who's purchasing handguns. That doesn't count for rifles or shotguns.
Yeah, no.
Do they ask them for their medical records? Like, are you in any psychotropic?
No, they Google them.
They can't. It's illegal.
Oh.
They Google them.
Well, first of all, they said this boy in this high school that he was perfect. Like his friends are like, we'd have never known. Like this was not like a loner or
they
a
just
crazy
need.
person.
You know what? They should probably open those snuggle places all over the country.
Yeah, you're right. That would just fix it all.
More stuff. And you know what? They should have masturbation rooms inside the snuggle house. You get done snuggling, and then you go masturbate, and you donate your sperm.
See, I would like to masturbate before I snuggle.
I just came up with a fabulous idea. We are going to create a cuddle house / sperm bank.
There you go.
So you're going to go and you're going to cuddle and you get turned on. You can't have sex with our girls. Terribly sorry. If we find out the girls are having sex with you, they're going to get fired and we're going to send you off to jail. But once you get done, if you're a little hot and bothered and you sign a little waiver, you can go into the masturbation room, you jizz off into a cup, and then we store that in a sperm bank.
And
people who need to have
women
babies.
can go in and masturbate first and then cuddle because that's what they like to do is cuddle after they have sex.
Right.
Where men just want to get all turned on by cuddling and then go have sex. So depending on the order you need, we'll take care of you.
That is how we'll do. And if you're that kind of a lonely girl, but you want to have a baby, we have the sperm on hand.
We have turkey basters too. We bought at the dollar
So
store.
it would be Sperm Bank Insemination Clinic Cuddle House.
Exactly. We will bring joy to the world over.
Joy to the world.
With daycare.
We could have a daycare.
No.
No?
I'm tired of kids.
I didn't say you had to operate the daycare.
That's what you hire people for.
No,
Yeah.
the daycare we don't have to start the daycare until 9 months after we start the
Insemination clinic.
because the baby. won't be there
9 to
yet.
10 months later, they'll be like, hey.
Official opening in 10 months.
Yeah. It'll be great.
I love it.
I had another news article.
Did you?
I did.
I've got a couple more too, so.
Is it time for a break?
It is. We're
yeah,
after
it
9,
actually-
guys.
It is.
We got ketchups coming.
I didn't set the timer to go automatic.
Oh, well.
Will
That's
be.
fine.
Oh, you've been listening to the Curvaceous Bounty talk about Santa, sperm banks, and porn, and we'll be right back.